Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on Their Fight Story. My name is Igdalia and I will be interviewing Mike Diorio.
Thank you. Thank you for taking your time because I know you have a really busy schedule, and I appreciate your time. How have you been doing these past couple of months?
Well, at the beginning, I'll tell you a funny story. I was in a road trip to West Virginia to main event the Tough Man competition in Elkins. I weighed in. We got there. It was fight day, and as I'm walking out of the hotel, they shut down the fights, and the whole world shut down. It was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So we drove home, and you know what? For a month, it was scary. I'm sure the whole world was in awe. They didn't know what to do. This is something that we've never experienced. But we survived that month, and then we took a month to start doing some home improvements. And I built a gym right in my garage.
Oh,
So it's been a blessing. So I feel like I capitalized during the whole COVID. And now I'm running youth programs, helping women, and I'm really trying to give back to my community.
that's awesome. Good for you. Good for you. So what other promotions have you fought at?
Oh man, I have a resume. One thing about me, I might not always pick the smartest fights, but I am never scared to fight.
Yes.
Fighting saved my life, and I think that we'll get into that part. But I highlighted on Bellator. I fought on the EFC reality show, The Fighter in Africa. I made my boxing debut on Golden Boy. I fought the number five kickboxer in Glory, Joe Taylor. I fought on King of the Cage. I fought for the King of the Cage world title. I fought for Bobby Campbell's promotion, Jackhammer. I fought for their Osaka title in kickboxing. I even pro wrestled one time for charity last
Oh
year.
wow.
I've done professional jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, MMA. Oh man, I've been all over the place, and it's through the grace of God and through martial arts. So I'm blessed.
That's awesome. Yes, I have it's funny because when I've seen you getting ready to fight, it's like who you are and what people see, it's kind of like it's not fair. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like either people don't know you and they're like, "Oh, here's Mike." And then when they actually see you, they see, "Oh, wait, Mike has hands. Mike has this." You know what I mean? And
That's such a nice guy. I'm a lover all the time. Like, look, I got a little girl here with me right now.
that's awesome.
She didn't want to be on camera. Her hair's not did.
That's okay.
But you know what? I think that's what being a warrior is. It's about channeling that energy. And there is bad things that happen to me all the time. I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot. But I learned there's nothing that I can't handle. And if I can channel that energy, I don't even call it anger anymore. I call it energy.
Mhm.
I just channel that negative energy, and then when I throw those hands, you know, they're damn sure I'll throw them hands.
You know, one thing I like about you is that no matter what the outcome of the fight is, your attitude doesn't change. You go in there with a smile and you leave there with a smile. It does not matter. Do you know what I mean? Like you still,
That means a
it doesn't
lot.
matter.
That means a lot to me coming from you, ma'am, because I know you did some photos of me before, right?
Yes, yes, I
You know
have.
Sean Evans, photographer?
Yes.
That was a dope fight. Holy moly. That's the first time I got kneed in the face. Oh my God. But I don't know. Here's the truth of the matter. A fight is scary. I don't care if any fighter tells you they're never scared, they're lying. So by the time you're in the third round and you're not dead, you're just happy to be alive. When the fight's over, I'm happy I'm alive,
Yes.
truthfully, and I'm happy that no one's dead. Um, and it's just, I don't know, you earn respect from men when you fight somebody, it's weird. It's different. Like me and Sean Evans became really good friends after that fight, and he
Mhm.
was gonna put me in a body bag before the fight. But I changed his attitude. And you know what? He might have lost that fight, but I know that Sean had a lot of good things happen since then.
Yes.
And he told me personally that if he didn't lose that fight, he might have lost his life. So I think martial arts is the place where, I don't know, magic happens, girl.
Yes.
Magic happens.
Yes, it's that's what I love about martial arts, and that's why I started this channel, is because I want people to see the other side, like the importance of martial arts and how it changes and impacts people's lives in a positive manner. So why don't you give us a little background on how martial arts has changed your life?
All right, I'll just break it down. I'll be real. I'm an open book because I feel like I have nothing to hide because I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong in my life, and I
Mhm.
feel like all the mistakes I've made I've actually learned from.
Yeah.
So when I was 3 years old, I saw my father get arrested at gunpoint right in front of my face. I never had a dad after that. My dad was gone. He was in prison. My mom worked her ass off, 3 different jobs, overnights, whatever she could so we could survive. And I never went without as a child, but my mom also never spoiled me really as a child. She taught me to work and to earn what I wanted. Um, and then, you know what? By the time I was 10 or 11, I was a little rambunctious. I was a pain in the butt for her. So my uncle Brian was a head wrestling coach at William Floyd High School. He got me into a wrestling program and that saved my whole world. And wrestling was my first taste of combat sports. Um, Wrestling taught me determination, focus, hard work, work ethic. I used to get my butt kicked all the time, and I never quit. Like you said, I was still happy.
Mhm.
And then by senior year, I was a standout wrestler at Homer High School, and I actually got recruited to wrestle Division III at SUNY Oneonta on a blue chip scholarship. No money involved because they're Division III. You can't get money, but they basically pulled some strings to get me into the school. And my freshman year, I had freedom for the first time in my life. I didn't have my mom. I didn't have a coach. I had the wrestling coach there at college, but he was only with us certain times.
Mhm.
So freshman year, I met alcohol. I never really drank in high school. And in freshman year, I kind of chose not to use the alcohol. I would throw the shots behind my.
Oh, can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. I
Oh.
was rookie of the year at Oneonta for the freshman class of 2011. Um, so I basically from that point, or it's 2008. Sorry, 2011 is when things went crazy. All right, so I did really well my freshman year. I did great. I made dean's list at school, and then I came home for the summer, and I trained my butt off, and I went back sophomore year. Sophomore year, I was doing really well in wrestling. I was winning matches, and I got injured. And when I got injured, I started partying.
Oh.
Um, so the minute that the combat or the martial arts was away from me, I was tempted very easily, and I started boozing. The booze led to cocaine, and cocaine became the devil for me. It ruled my life to the point that I was homeless. One of the hardest choices my mom had to make was to kick me out because I was scaring her. Um, so mind you, I lost wrestling. I didn't have anything, and I just hopped on a bus and I went to Florida to live with my aunt and uncle. Sorry, another guy showed up at the gym. I was just sending him over. Uh, Anyhow, so then when I was in Florida, I ended up burning my bridge with my aunt and my uncle due to alcohol, and I was on the beach homeless in the sand. And I prayed to God. I screamed, I yelled, I cried. I had a night. And the next day, weird things happened. I met some people. I got a job. I got a home. And then I ended up getting enough money to come back to Cortland, New York, where I was from. Um, I moved in with a friend of mine, Josh, who had a few kids, and it opened my mind to a whole new world. I was clean off of drugs, but now I'm in a house full of children, and it touched me seeing these kids just waking up, going through trials, going through tribulations, going to school. It changed who I was, and me and Josh were watching King of the Cage. I swear to God, I'm not lying to you
Mhm.
about this. And I said, Josh, I bet you I could do that. He said, why can't you? You quit partying, go do that. And I freaking fought for the King of the Cage world title. Think of that. Anyhow, so I called the coach and I started training and I got sober. I trained for 30 days and I took on a fight. I won. I
Wow.
took another fight. I won. I won. Then I won the championship. Then I won another championship. Then I won another fight at Turning Stone. Then I turned pro and I met you. Um, so that was just crazy in itself, and I overcame so much. And I thought that was amazing, but God had even more plans for me. He sent me to Africa to be on a TV show. So I got to spend 30 days in Johannesburg, South Africa on the TV show The Fighter. I fought Conor McGregor's teammate, Will Fleury. He whooped me, but I did good. It was a good fight. And then I came home and my coach and me had a little bit of struggles and I lost a few fights and I decided to switch camps and part ways with that coach. Then I made more of a transition into kickboxing and I found a new coach and I actually beat a world champion last October in K1. Um, so I just been riding the wave, man. In between, I had a trip to Bellator. I got to meet Chael Sonnen, Fedor, Benson Henderson, all the guys that I watched on TV that I had a dream I could meet those guys, and I did it. It was crazy. So I think over the past 3 years after turning pro, I think I more transitioned from a brutal cage fighter where I wasn't even really thinking of the fight. It was more to keep sober, the routine, the commitment, the team, the bonding. And I don't care what you say, not you, I'm just saying in the world, but in general, the world's a little screwed up right now with everything going on. But if you walk into an MMA gym or a boxing gym, there is no color. There is no economic class. You have a police officer training with a hood rat. It doesn't matter who's what, where, when. Martial arts is a key to having unity in the world. And a true martial artist can be the most powerful, brutal, violent person, but they are humble because they know how to check themselves. Somebody out there that is angry and knows how to fight is a danger. Somebody who's a martial artist and is centered, like a George St. Pierre. He's a role model. I love George St. Pierre. Very good guy. Um, so I think over the course of the past 3 years, I through the brutality, I learned martial arts, and I
Mhm.
learned that this is a lifestyle. This is a way. And I've used it positively to change my community. My stepdaughter's 11 years old. Her name's Olivia. She's been around for 30 years, watching every fight, training, traveling, and now she's become a leader in her age group. And now her friends come over here to train with me. That was the little girl you just saw. So I don't know where this ride's taken me. All I know is that it's been ups and downs, but I think ever since I made that choice to transfer from a fighter to a martial artist, the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I've been through the war and I'm just blessed to be here today, and it's an honor to talk to you after everything. And it's kind of cool because you were there when I won my pro debut.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you've watched me the past 3 years, and
Yes.
like you said, I haven't changed who I am, and I can't, I won't, and it's not meant for me. I might not ever be rich, I might not ever be famous, but if I could change one kid's life, they might change someone's life, and then we fix what's going on right now in the world.
Yes. That's exactly what I want people to hear because it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's all about changing just one life and having that effect on another and another and another, you know. We can't change everybody all at once, but we can just start with one person. And what you're doing is great and it's admirable, you know, and thank you for it because you decided to change your life, take a stand and not just leave it at you, but also to expand it to help other people. And that's why I want people to hear your story because, it's important. It's important. It's not you're taking something that happened to you and you're making it to change other people's lives. So, it's great. Not many people do that. Some people just stay in a corner and just deal with it by themselves and kind of look back and say, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe this happened to me. Instead, you said, well, this is what happened to me, and this is what I'm going to do about it, and this is how I'm going to handle it. And you've done it. And, I'm proud of you.
You can only make excuses for so long.
Yes.
That's it. And I made a lot of excuses and I did a lot of bad things. And the bad things I've done, man, are the reason maybe bad's happened to me. So I feel like I have to do 5 times the amount of good to make up for all that bad because it really does matter to me. I'm not a normal person. I do regret things I've done, but I was young. I didn't have the
Mhm.
right role models. I never had a father. So I'm trying to be that role model that I never had. And I know that it is going to work. And I'm about to tear up because this shit means the world to me.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
it should. It
I,
should. And you're doing a great job. You're taking something and making it into so much more. You decided to, you know what? Take the things that have hurt you and change it. You took your experience and you're helping it so another person doesn't have to go through it. And if they're going through it, they can use your example to get themselves where they need to be. So you are impacting people's lives, with your smile, with that energy that you have. It's contagious. So don't ever stop.
This is why I'm never going to quit, because of people like you. People like you, miss. You give me the fuel. Because a lot of times people like me, we give, we give, we give. And sometimes we run out of energy to give. But like people like you refuel us. And it makes me never want to quit. And that's what God wants from this world.
Yes.
Us to help each other, not hurt each other.
Didn't you help somebody during one of your last fights, didn't you? Where you were supposed to.
I took a veteran who was suffering PTSD. All he wanted, he talked about, was wanting to get in the fucking cage.
Yeah.
It was his dream. He was in a low point in his life, and he reached out to me. And man, I didn't even realize I did that. I was just being me. I didn't even think of that.
Oh.
I was just bringing a friend along because that's who I am. Wow. Yeah, I took Kyle. Kyle got his butt whooped, but he loved every second of that butt whooping. And now he has evidence, and he can say, I went in the cage. And I know that Kyle actually moved down to Florida, and he continued training, and that experience has changed his life. Wow, thank you, Lord. That's amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't. A lot of people get confused, and they think that it has to be like this huge something that people need to see. And the change and the impact doesn't have to be visual. It has to be something internal. And what you've done for people is something that you heal them from the inside, and then eventually it'll reflect on the outside. So what don't stop doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? You're talented. You're using all these other resources that you have. You haven't given up. You had an unbeatable record, amateur. Then you went pro, and you've experienced different things in your life, but it never once stopped you. You just kept going and going and going, and people need to see who you're fighting.
I fought the best guys out there. I don't give a shit. That's what I mean. I've never gotten in an easy fight. No one's ever said, here, Mike, you're supposed to win. Every single fight I'm supposed to lose. Every day I'm given a reason to quit. Every day something happens that stresses me out. Well, you know what? I'm still here, and I'm still smiling, and I ain't going nowhere.
Yes. Yes.
Amen.
That's important. That's very important. People kind of forget. They forget the real meaning behind it. And you fight not only a physical battle, but an internal battle. And every single moment you keep fighting.
Amen.
So, it's important.
Thank you so much. I didn't mean to cry on this live thing, but you know what? That's the Holy Spirit, I guess.
There's no problem crying. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with it. You do what you need to do to heal and process and be thankful.
Amen.
That's it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm in Marathon. I actually do a 5:30 in the morning live workout, or 5 a.m.
for me.
5 a.m. though. If anyone in the world is interested, I do a weight loss boot camp live, free, right on my Facebook page. All you need is a pair of weights or some cans or bottles that are full, and I'll give you one heck of a 30-minute cardio workout for free. I don't care if you can't get here. I just want to help people. And if anyone out there is struggling with addiction, mental illness, I know it all. Trust me, I've been through it. I'm here. I can talk to you. And like you just said, miss, maybe I've been through all this so I can help somebody else. Yeah. That's facts.
Yeah. Everything you've gone through everything is a lesson. Everything is a lesson. You've never failed in life. You've just gone through a certain lesson and you had to master it, and then you move forward. So there's no failure in it. You keep moving, keep moving.
My pro MMA record kind of stinks right now, but my boxing record and kickboxing are good. And I box in August. And I think with all this energy that I have in this interview with you, I think I'm going to be the best Mike Diorio anyone's ever seen.
Of course. We're waiting for it. You're just fine-tuning, certain things that you need to get at. And you've done it during this time at the COVID. So, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing the new and improved Mike Diorio. The one that everybody is looking forward to see. So you got this.
Here's one of my homegirls right here. She's a nurse too.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
She's one of the few that's helping me change lives too. So
that's awesome.
We're here. And maybe we'll do one more MMA to get a win. So if any promoters are interested, Hit me up.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mike, for your time. I know you have a lot of things going on, but if there's anything that you want to say before we wrap it up.
I just want to say that, first off, the kids, don't let anyone ever tell you not to dream big. You're supposed to. Those things, here's all these people talking about the kids. There's a kid right there. You guys are meant to do whatever you want in this world. Life and adults are negative sometimes because what life has taught us. But don't ever stop believing. Dream. When I was a baby, man, when I was young, 6, 7, 8, I had a dream of being a pro athlete. And that dream was set in my head for a reason, because it's my destiny. So if you guys have something on your hearts, your dreams, your minds, follow it. I'll support you. Adults, it's time to make a change, man. If you guys are struggling, you can do this. I'm here. I'm supporting you. I've been there. I've done it. Never stop believing. There's always another day. Stay blessed. Stay hungry. Have faith. Sometimes the best things in the world, like you just said, are things we can't see. And I feel like a new man, and I'm excited. And thank you for everything, your energy, doing this interview. It inspired me to keep going.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you and your time, and keep working on that gym and changing lives, and don't stop. And if you need to take a break, it's okay to take a break. Refuel, recharge, and keep it moving. Just never go back.
I had a 60-day break, and I hated every minute of not training. Like I said, it's who I am. So we're back, and I'm trying to build this gym. I'm working my butt off. Yeah, so hopefully by winter I have a really nice enclosed gym here, and I can keep going.
Awesome. Great job.
There's a way. See, I just told you, that's my next goal, guys, is to fix that garage up. So I'm going to do that, and you can watch me, and you're going to see it happen.
We'll be seeing the progress before and after. We're looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Have an awesome day. Win the day. Win the day.
God bless you. Take care.